Hi, we are TransPro and we are doing a project for Ammunition Road where we are constructing a reversible lane. Our goal for this project is to implement a reversible lane on the severely congested Ammunition Road located in Fallbrook, California. This road leads into the Camp Pendleton Marine Corps base and encounters traffic that increases commute times upwards of 30 to 40 minutes during the morning and evening peak hours. A reversible lanes adds an additional lane during the morning commute and switches to go the opposite way for the evening traffic leaving Camp Pendleton. In order to do this, we assume that Camp Pendleton will work with us and adjust on their end as well. Our client is the County of San Diego, and we will be working with them because this road is a county-maintained road.
Hi, this is Christy Barker, and I will be discussing our data collection methods and why the data was needed in this area. In order to fully assess the current traffic conditions on Ammunition Road, TransPro conducted a traffic study during the morning peak hour of 6 to 7 a.m. The area of concern is approximately 3/4 of a mile long and involves the intersections at South Mission Road and Alturas Road. We began our study by measuring all the lane widths and crosswalk lengths. Next, we set up cameras at both intersections and recorded the traffic for 1 hour. During the recording time, a survey was conducted with the people sitting in the traffic to understand their concerns with this problem area. Once all the data was collected in the field, TransPro viewed the videos and did a traffic count. We counted each intersection in 15-minute intervals in order to find the peak hour volume and peak hour factor. From the videos, we were also able to determine the current signal timing at both intersections. With all of the data we collected, we then calculated the level of service at both intersections. It was determined that both intersections were at a level of service F. We collected this data in order to confirm the need for improvements in this area and then develop different design alternatives to help alleviate the congestion on Ammunition Road.
This is Shane Atkins. I was in charge of the design alternatives and assisting with CAD drawings. First, I'll walk you through our cost analysis for our alternative and final solutions. Our first alternative was widening Ammunition Road. This would require purchasing right-of-way, paving, and striping. The right-of-way is the main expense and leads to the $3 million total cost. Another alternative was to implement a shuttle bus system to transport people onto the base and alleviate traffic. I did a cost estimate on using new and used buses. The new bus was $140,000, but the main expense was purchasing and developing a lot for bus users to park. This amounted to $120,000 and brought the total cost to $1.5 million. The used bus was less expensive and had the same lot design. This totaled to $1.3 million. Our chosen solution of reversible lanes only requires restriping and adding new overhead signals. The signals are the most expensive part of our design and brought our total to just over $400,000.
Our team chose reversible lanes as the solution for the overwhelming amount of traffic that Ammunition Road encounters every weekday during its peak morning and evening hours. During the morning, a large volume of vehicles head west towards the entrance to Camp Pendleton. During the evening, the vehicles which were entering Camp Pendleton in the morning leave and are limited to 1 or 2 lanes. However, during both these time periods, there are relatively few vehicles heading in the opposite direction of traffic, so not all lanes are always utilized to their full potential. This problem could be bettered by adding a reversible lane. The lane would head west in the morning with the overwhelming volume of vehicles to help relieve the sometimes 45-minute wait that drivers experience while attempting to get into the base. Then, during the evening hours, the same lane will instead head east to accommodate the traffic leaving the base. Because of a request from the County of San Diego to keep costs lower, and due to our own level of service calculations, we selected reversible lanes as our method to help with the congestion on Ammunition Road. In fact, even without widening, we were able to keep all existing lanes and add the narrower reversible lane as well as keep bike lanes and parking on one side of the road. As was shown by our vehicle simulation, the added reversible lane is extremely helpful and cuts down on a lot of the traffic. Reversible lanes may not be widely used in California, but some may be familiar with the Coronado Bridge, the Golden Gate Bridge, or the I-15, which all utilize reversible lanes. While a reversible lane would not be marked with a movable barrier, we would have overhead signs which would indicate which lanes would be open to travel in a vehicle's direction at all times to avoid confusion and keep traffic organized and flowing, which would be a great improvement on what one would currently find at Ammunition Road.
This is Aaron Boyd from TransPro. For this project, I was in charge of creating a simulation that would accurately depict what was going on in the field. When our team went out there, we observed vehicle counts, signal timing, lane widths, and such. And we took this data and brought it back to the office. And in the office, I was able to create a wireframe design within this program called Vism. And what we did was we laid down a Google Earth backdrop. And on top of this, we built the infrastructure inside the software. By doing this, we had the routing properly designed, we had curves, we had signals, and once we added the vehicle count, signal timing, pedestrian walkways and such, we could see that clearly the information that we had showed exactly what we saw in the field, and that was a level of service at F. And as you can see here, all the traffic is building up, and it is not pleasant. So with this data all entered and not altering traffic counts or anything else, I was able to add the second lane at Alturas for a second lane of through traffic, change the middle section here of Ammunition Road to reflect the reversible lane, and then on South Mission going to Ammunition Road, I added a second left-hand turn light. In addition to that, I increased the green times for that left turn light to allow more flow during the cycle. With these changes made in the system, you can see that it actually effectively mitigated the traffic and brought the level of service up all the way to a level C.
This is Ben Haney. I manage the traffic control plan and construction phasing plan. The first stage of construction is installing the new overhead traffic signals. We are inputting 3 new signals along Ammunition Road, which require drilling, setting, and electrical work. Also, erecting the beam over the road will require road closure, but this is scheduled as overnight work to prevent extreme traffic problems and congestion. This entire stage of the project is estimated to take about 3 to 4 weeks. For restriping, we decided to break the total length of Ammunition Road into 2 sections, the first being between South Mission Road and Alturas Road, the second between Alturas Road and the Camp Pendleton base. Within each section, we broke up the work lane by lane to allow continuous flow of traffic. Each lane is estimated to take 2 days to remove striping and then also restripe. We will do basically this for all lanes of Section 1 and then move on to Section 2 and then do the same for that. This entire part of the plan is estimated to take around 3 weeks, bringing the total execution time to between 6 to 8 weeks. As shown on our plans, we will have proper signage and traffic control devices throughout the entirety of construction.
After completing this assignment, we were able to learn what goes into an engineering project. Through all of our findings, we made engineering decisions that would solve the problem and benefit the public. Should the county wish to move forward with this project, TransPro would be more than happy to do the work, this time for pay. Thank you.